The UEFA Champions League is now down to 4 teams, and these arguably are the biggest teams in Europe's elite league. And now, after all the drama we saw in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, how Real Madrid got to the semi-final, and definitely how AS Roma knocked out Barcelona, what will be the ideal, what will surely represent the ideal UEFA Champions League final for the year 2018? Liverpool, is it the time Liverpool will win the UEFA Champions League? Jurgen Klopp, has he got the DNA to do it? Khalid is with me at this point in time. Khalid, fantastic games in the UEFA Champions League quarter-final pairing. But looking at these 4 teams, which 2 teams will represent the ideal for the neutrals and of course for the faithfuls for the UEFA Champions League final?
Michael Obasi, going into this Champions League this year, one team was touted as one of the favourites to win the Champions League. That team was PSG. 2 teams managed to defeat this PSG side this season in the Champions League. Those 2 teams defeated them because they have the Champions League DNA, they have the elite DNA. Those 2 teams are Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. These 2 teams will represent the ideal Champions League for 2 reasons, Michael Obasi. These 2 teams are 2 of the most successful teams in the UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich have won it 5 times. Real Madrid, of course, have won it more than any other team in the history of the Champions League. Also, let's not forget last year when they faced each other in the semi-final, we know the controversial way Real Madrid were able to defeat this Bayern Munich side. And I believe if these 2 sides should head into the Champions League final, Michael Obasi, they'll give us a final to remember.
But Khalid, if you're saying Real Madrid, Bayern will represent the ideal final for the year 2018, are you not giving enough kudos to what AS Roma did this season? Don't forget, AS Roma were in the same pool with Chelsea
and Atletico Madrid.
They knocked out Barcelona. Even Barcelona, and for Liverpool, the favourite was Man City on 2 legs. They knocked out Man City. Would it be good for football to see AS Roma Liverpool final?
Michael Obasi, I really don't care much about the underdog status. I believe the elite teams are there because they are elites. They've proven time and time and again that they have the elite mentality, the Champions League DNA. And of course, I want to see this young man here, Robert Lewandowski, who I feel is one of the greatest strikers of all time, finally win a Champions League medal.
Lewandowski against Ronaldo final. I don't think I totally agree with Khalid, but I just think it might just be the year of the underdog, and AS Roma Liverpool for me might just do it. I don't know what someone thinks of the Europa League.
Michael Obasi, come on. Europa League final is definitely going to be juicy this year. I'm looking for the guys that we have, the semi-finals right now. Let's look at it. It's Arsenal, Salzburg, Marseille, and of course Athletico Madrid. They understand this terrain very well. They won in 2010, they won in 2012, and Arsenal are newcomers in this competition. I think it should be Arsenal and of course Athletico Madrid. Arsenal are number 6 on the long the EPL. They really want to qualify for the Champions League, and this is the best way to do it. Kudos to Salzburg, Austria's giants. Marseille in France, pretty doing well this season. Nobody saw them get to the semi-finals, but it should be Arsenal, Athletico Madrid.
Certainly, we've seen some giant performances in the Champions League.
Exactly.
And we've also seen similar thing in the Europa League. Nobody gave Salzburg, like what you said, a chance to get to this stage. And for the history of football, and for the sake of the fact that in football, sometimes we see the years of the underdog. Would it not be good for football to see a Salzburg-Marseille final in the Europa League?
We've seen Porto in the finals of the Champions League. We've seen Monaco in the finals of the Champions League. But I don't think that is possible this year. Atletico Madrid, they know what's at stake. They've got to the Champions League finals a couple of times. They've not been able to win it. They really want to win it this season. I mean, get back to what they won the Europa in 2012. That was the last time they won it. Arsenal newcomers, like I told you before, Michael Obasi, they want to qualify for the Champions League proper. And that's going to look elusive if they have to look at what they're doing in the EPL right now, sitting 6th on the log. And the best way, like Manchester United did in last season, qualifying for the Champions League, is to qualify through the back doors. And Europa is the best way to go. And for me, it should be Atletico Madrid. TV rights. Now, imagine you have a Marseille Salzburg in the finals of the Europa League. How many people are going to be watching it worldwide? But Arsenal, and Atletico Madrid, guys, come on. You're going to smash TV records, and that will be as juicy as what we're going to see in the Champions League final proper.
That's the 7 League. In as much as I'm looking at where it's coming from, but again, football again, sometime I always like to have his own history. You can jump at the discussion and definitely make your comment on the sports.
Exactly. On Twitter, it's at Hotfm Nigeria. Or Instagram is hotfm_Abuja. And of course, on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Hotfm Nigeria.
We surely want to hear from you.
Exactly.
When was the last time Spurs won something?
I don't know.
Have you learned how to pronounce Bournemouth yet?
Bournemouth.
Is it true that you're moonlighting as a stripper?
Of course. That is the hardest job.
Jürgen, people are calling Mesut Ozil the world hide-and-seek champion. Do you agree?
Obviously, he's one of the best, if not the best